We'd actually done some sort of test shots on Sam Sorden, the guy who lends us his studio. We'd actually used his, probably a Hasselblad, sort of 6x6 camera. And I think I've got them somewhere, some black and white print, just of the back of the Marshall stacks, big speakers with the amps on the top, with Yes stenciled across the back, And sort of two of them, I seem to remember, there was a pair of them. We'd done these test shots in the studio in black and white. And that was going to be, we were working to Jon's idea, which was, I think, one of the very few, if not the only time, I'd ever actually worked with an art director who'd sort of said, this is what I want you to shoot, sort of thing, And, as I say, we managed to set the equipment up, the Marshall stacks, and we managed to set up the electronic flash and Sam's Hasselblad and loaded it with film. And, doing all this testing while we waited for the band, who arrived sort of fairly late, for our appointment, and turned up, and we couldn't get the bloody stuff to work. The flash just stopped working, and, it was Sam's stuff. He was there sort of giving me advice and, of course, looking after his own equipment, and he couldn't get it working. And we tried for a little while, and, time was slipping by, and, because of this crash the previous night, they'd arrived late for our appointment, and they were due somewhere else for a gig that evening, so they didn't have sort of time to sort of hang around while we sorted Sam's studio out. With the studio thing having failed, I said to Jon, well, let's hop in a cab and go to my place, brew up some tea and think about it and do whatever. As I say, the expanded polystyrene head was just lying around, I don't know, in a tip or sort of in the road or something. Yeah. It's the sort of thing that you see in a hairdresser, a lady's hairdresser. I bought this in for red film. I think I'd had another roll or two of it at one point, which I'd tried sort of messing around and experimenting with. And I just thought, well, let's use this. I suggested that to Jon. He said, yeah, do whatever you like. I thought rather, because they wanted something in colour, or Jon wanted something in colour, as were the photos at Vision and in the Lyceum. So I thought, well, rather than sort of, doing it more sort of Ektachrome or Kodachrome or whatever, let's try this weird stuff,